go!
Hey guys, it's Red here and welcome back to another video. Today is a really exciting video as I've now reached 200 Gamecube games, and with the full UK PAL Gamecube set being my biggest goal in my collecting and a lot of what my YouTube channel is focusing on at the minute, I really wanted to do a video like to commemorate this. So I've actually shown you 199 games and I'm going to be showing you the 200th game in this video, and it's been one that I've been hinting about for a long time as it's one of my most expensive Gamecube games and one that I think is absolutely awesome. So I'll be showing you that at the end of this video, but today I'm going to be showing you my existing Gamecube collection. We're going to be going on the CEX website and seeing what ones I'd like to add soon, what ones are going to be harder and easier to find and stuff like that. And then at the end I will be showing you that really awesome game that I'm adding to my collection. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel Retrohead. Without further ado, let's look at my current Gamecube collection. So these shelves here are my current Gamecube collection, and this consists of just under 6 shelves. But as I say, I've got quite a few more Gamecube pickups to show you soon, so this will definitely be growing. But I just wanted to show the existing collection. So here we have more of like my favourite games, first party Nintendo titles and stuff like that. So I'll just be panning along. This isn't going to be an in-depth look, because I'll probably do that in another video at some point. But there is just some really nice ones that I wanted to show you here, and also some of the more cheaper ones, because a lot of the cheap ones are harder to find. But yeah, some really good games here. Simpsons Hit and Run, which is one of my favourite games on the console. And then we have the wrestling games on the left, into more of my racing games, some kids titles, and at the end some more like adult titles there, which do continue on onto the next shelf, which I'll show you in a minute. Here is quite a random shelf. There's a few more kids titles like Shrek and Finding Nemo and stuff like that. Starsky and Hutch is a great game as well if you haven't played it. Then moving along to up here, we have more of like my sports titles and more adult titles. We have like Tom Clancy, Call of Duty, stuff like that. And then NHL, tennis games, a lot of FIFA games and stuff like that. I think there's only 2 FIFAs I'm missing, which is FIFA Germany 2006, I believe. And also FIFA Street 2. All of the Tiger Woods games, a few of the Madden games and NBA games at the end there. And then coming down here at the end, we have really random ones. A couple of like Prince of Persia games. Dark Summer, which probably should actually be of like the SSX games, really. Godzilla Destroy All Monsters is a great game as well. And at the end here, we have Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, which is a boxed copy. As you can see, the box is quite big, with a Game Boy Advance link cable. There's a few games on the GameCube like that. Zelda 4 Swords Adventures and Odama and stuff like that, which I would like to have in the box at some point. But you can also get Mario Party 5 and 6 in the bigger box with the GameCube microphone, which again is something that I'd love to have in the collection at some point, but they are really expensive. But now, let's get on with the rest of the video. So that is my current collection, and as I said, that is 199 games, and I'll be showing you the 100th one at the end of this video. But now, let's go onto the CEX website and look at some of the easier and harder ones to find, some of the cheaper, more expensive ones, and stuff like that. So here I am looking at Gamecube games on CEX, and this is just something I want to show you because CEX is where I like to buy most of my Gamecube games from. But I just want to show you some of the cheaper ones, some of the more expensive ones, some of the ones that are easy and hard to find and stuff like that. So first of all, I'm going to be starting with the lowest to highest price ones. And a lot of these low price games are really difficult to find. I already have all of the FIFAs, all of the Tiger Woods games, right till the late release ones, so I've already got all of those. But the NBAs and the Maddens and stuff like that are ones that are very hard to find. They're very cheap, but very hard to find. Madden 2003 isn't the hardest one to find. They will have a few copies of this in stock at CEX. But it's those games that are more difficult to find, which is really annoying. Because CEX charge you £3 postage on every item now. And I don't want to be like buying a £2 game but having to pay £3 postage on it. Like this game, NBA Live 2003, £2.50 in CEX. But they only have one in stock in every CEX. So I think a lot of people presume when you're collecting, the hardest games to get are the most expensive ones. But I think some of the harder ones to get are the cheaper ones. Now luckily I do already have quite a lot of these because I've been collecting with the GameCube for so many years, I've just naturally stumbled into them. But it is going to take me a very long time to find a lot of these. The more expensive ones are often the easier ones to find, like the Marios, the Zeldas, the Pokemons. You do see those quite often. And with those, I can't pick them up as often, but I do like trader bits in CEX that I find at car boots and stuff, but get rid of a lot of stuff out of my collection as well. As you can see, Conflict Desert Storm, which is one that I'd want, but they only have a few copies of that as well. So yeah, when I've been going for the full set, I've definitely been trying to focus in on getting some of these cheap ones, just because you never really see them. Obviously, years ago when people didn't care about these GameCube games, you'd be more likely to keep a Mario or a Zelda, but you wouldn't be overly likely to keep like Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell because not many people overly cared about that game. But now it's time to look at some more expensive ones, and some of these get absolutely crazy money. Now, as I said in the video, I will not buy mint games ever, I'm not that fussed. I'll usually go with boxed with manual. So as you can see, the most expensive one of the most elusive ones as well, is Gadget Racers, which is the only game that is just annoying to me to get, because this game looks terrible. Like, I've searched up footage of this, and I actually know a couple of people who have played it and said it's just not a very good game at all. But there's games like Disney Sports Basketball, which is another one of the most expensive ones. That genuinely looks like a good game, and like Kirby's Air Ride and stuff. But that Gadget Racers does not look very good at all. And you see on the right there is that Resident Evil 4 GameCube. That is a lovely console, something I'd love to have at some point. As you see, there is a lot of expensive games to go for, but I'm hoping what's on my side is I'm a very young collector at the minute, so I'm hoping that I've got so many years of collecting that I can just naturally save and save and save for these games over a really long period of time. Because I'm in no rush to get this full set, and I'm not going to narrow myself down to a time frame. I've just got forever, really. This is an absolutely lovely item as well. This Mario Party 7 with the outer box and mic. They're very, very expensive, but very cool. So as we're going through this list, and also the other list as well, let me know if there's any games that are sticking out to you that are actually really, really good games. Obviously, I want to get all of these games at some point going for the full UK PAL set. But if there's some games that are really good, I want to try and get those first because I like to play these games. So let me know if there's any ones particularly sticking out to you. I know I've heard a lot of people say that Fire Emblem Path of Radiance is a really good game, a very expensive one. But it does look like one that interests me, as I've played a couple Fire Emblem games. Never actually owned any myself, but I do know other people that have them, and they've said they're really good games. Now we get onto a section on CEX that is more recent and a little bit more controversial to people, and that is the CEX Rarities section. Now, my opinion of this is I think this is just a way of CEX being able to charge more for common games. I'm not denying that a lot of these games are rare, because they are rare, a lot of these games. As you can see, you've got like Resident Evil Code Veronica X, which is quite an uncommon GameCube game. But then you've got other games like Mario Kart Double Dash. That one has got the bonus disc, which is quite rare. But a lot of these games aren't overly rare. Like, you've got Mario Kart Double Dash in the CEX Rarities when it's like the second best selling GameCube game of all time. I just personally think it's just a way of CEX sort of maybe tricking people a little bit into thinking they're rarer. I'm not really sure, because obviously with the rarities they differentiate with the manual, which I do think is a good thing, even though it can be more expensive to get it with the manual. A lot of the time it's only like £5, £10 more, and when they're games that are this collectible to begin with, I do think it's worth paying that. I'm trying to go for the full UK PAL set, complete in box if I can. It's not like compulsory with some games. If I see a game that's quite cheap that doesn't have the manual, and I don't think I'm going to see a copy of it anytime soon, I'll pick it up. But I'm trying to go for it complete. As you can see, moving on to the next page, we have some really nice games here. Doshin the Giant, which is definitely a rare game. I've never actually seen a copy of that in real life. Bat and Kaitos on the Gamecube, which is one that I picked up recently, along with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, which is, I've never ever seen that game, to be fair. That's definitely a rare one. Sonic Riders, Skies of Arcadia, Pikmin 2. That is another one of my favourite GameCube games, to be honest. I've played Pikmin 2 a lot, and it's really good. Pikmin 1 and 2 on the Gamecube are both really good games, so if you haven't picked those ones up, I would definitely recommend them. As I thought the Pikmin 1 was slightly better, but it's much, much cheaper. I think it's about £15. I'd definitely recommend that one, but Pikmin 2 is also a really good game as well. But that was a lot of the CEX rarities. Now let's move on to some like other GameCube bits and pieces. So I'm going to move on to consoles now. I have a purple, silver and black GameCube complete in box. But I don't have the pearl white GameCube, which as you can see here, a very, very expensive item. I don't think I'm going to be getting one of these anytime soon. I'm trying to focus more on the games really. Like, maybe in like 10, 15, 20 years I might end up getting one of these, but definitely no time soon. And also the other really cool one is the Resident Evil GameCube, which again, I don't think is anything that I'm going to buy anytime soon. I'm not hugely into the Resident Evil franchise. I don't mind it, but it's not like my favourite franchise or nothing like that. I'm really looking for another GameCube bundle pack at some point, like my Mario Kart Double Dash one, but I know they do like Mario Strikers and the Wind Waker and stuff like that. Moving on to accessories, we have a Wavebird here, which is something I'd like to have, but I would like to have that boxed, but they are just too expensive really, so I can't see me getting one of those anytime soon. The Spice Orange controller, which is such an awesome colour. I know the console is exclusive to Japan, but you do see the controllers every now and again. The emerald green one is really nice as well, but I'm not massively collector of controllers, so I won't be getting these anytime soon. Panasonic Q controller is just awesome though. Now these controllers here, the Wario, Mario and Luigi ones, are actually Club Nintendo exclusive ones. You'd have to, no, I'm sorry, not Club Nintendo, Nintendo Official Magazine, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you had to have the magazine, send off for one of these controllers, pay quite a lot of money to get one of these, and have one sent to you, but only if you read the magazine. And that is why these are so rare. I believe that's right. I've heard a couple of different things about these controllers, so if anyone knows for definite, definitely leave a comment in the comments down below. But these controllers are absolutely awesome. But again, I'm not a massive collector of controllers, so I definitely won't be getting these anytime soon, unless I saw one at like a charity shop or a car boot for like really cheap. I'm definitely not going to be paying £180 for a Gamecube controller anytime soon. And now let's go back and continue with the rest of the video. And now finally, and probably what most of you are here for, I'm going to be showing you that game that I've added to my collection. And this is one that I've wanted in the collection for years and years. But for the price that they're charging for currently, I want to find it in really good condition. And that is Animal Crossing on the Gamecube. Now this game cost £100, but that was with vouchers. And I was waiting to find a really nice copy of this. So I found this in the Thetford CEX and I drove there for this. And this is as near mint for a Gamecube game as you'll see. I'm not going to say that it is mint because the case has got just a couple of tiny scratches on. But inside, I'll be showing you some footage now. This thing is literally in near mint condition. And this is the one with the memory card. As you can see on the front of the case, it actually says includes memory card with the special gift. And that is a few NES games on the memory card. And I have been playing this game on the Gamecube, but it's really awesome. I've always been a fan of Animal Crossing. So I knew I wanted to have this game in the collection years and years ago before I was going for the full Gamecube set. But obviously, going for the Gamecube set, I need all the Gamecube games. So I've really wanted this for a very long time. And as you can see, the condition is just absolutely impeccable condition on this. So I'm really pleased to be adding this to the collection. Now, don't worry, I've got this out of a protector now. But when this goes in the collection, it will be around a proper Gamecube protector. And I am super pleased to have this in the collection. Let me know if you've played the original Animal Crossing on Gamecube and if you think it's a good game or not. I don't know that it's my favourite Animal Crossing, but it's still a very good game. But also stay tuned to the channel because I also have some other really good Gamecube pickups yet that I haven't shown you yet. But of course I have got other pickups to show you. Other Nintendo box games, Game Boy Advance, N64, stuff like that. So definitely stay tuned to the channel for that one. If you enjoyed this video, please like, please subscribe to my channel Retrohead, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!